getting into a legal problem, and now you have to go to court and sue and hope that you win, where your fate is in the hand of the judge and the jury. You can have the best lawyer in the world, but if the facts aren't on your side, there's only so much you can do with legal resources. And a lot of problems between, bitter litigants that didn't want to talk things through and solve things informally. The only people that win in those conflicts are the attorneys for both sides. They're the ones getting paid, and the business owners just keep shelling out money to their litigators until they get tired of it, and then they settle.
Absolutely, because even whether it's problem prevention or problem solving, I do recommend that people involve an attorney. One of the ways that I recommend people involve an attorney, and let me know if you agree with this recommendation or not, is I say, hey, it's two ways you can go about this, and usually I have this conversation with people who have partnerships. I say, hey, either A, you guys can go to an attorney and get them to draw up a custom partnership agreement, and that's going to cost whatever it costs, usually at a premium, because you're essentially asking for something new that didn't exist before. Or B, you can pull up a form off online and then pay an attorney to review that form. It seems as if, and this is just a layperson's perspective, it seems as if you would essentially get the same benefit, except it's usually less expensive for an attorney to review a document as to prepare a completely new one. Do you agree with that course of action, or do you have some horror stories?
Well, I think that's a reasonable thing to do with certain standard forms. They will be pretty common, like a general LLC, member managed LLC, or a standard purchase and sale agreement. They tend to not change much from time to time. However, you might have, say in a business partnership, a very unique situation that you need to be custom tailored to you. I would definitely discourage using online forms and then trying to tweak them on your own and then enter into them without getting legal counsel on that at some point. You're very likely to make a mistake there and to end up committing yourself to things you didn't understand or wouldn't have agreed to had you understood it. So don't do this without legal counsel, but with reasonably sophisticated business parties, you should be able to take a standard form on the internet, read it, understand most of it, add your custom terms, and then go take that to an attorney, a business lawyer, and ask them if the form that you used is the right one, and also if the terms that you wrote into it are correct and would actually carry out the effect that you intended, and then get that lawyer to essentially give you the last edit and to say, this is what you actually want. And there can be some revising and some feedback necessary. And don't be surprised if it takes you a few hours of attorney time to get that document into the right shape. But if your formation or partnership agreements are flawed, it can cost a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a reasonable spend to make sure that you set it up correctly on the front end versus, going down a path, realizing there's liabilities you didn't anticipate, and then you're stuck with a form that actually allocates that risk to you unbeknownst to you.
Very reasonable. And that actually